everything I avoided emotionally came back. Dark night of the soul. There comes a moment in many spiritual journeys when life seems to turn against us. The distractions stop working. The old coping mechanisms fail. The emotions we spent years avoiding suddenly return with surprising intensity. Grief, fear, loneliness, shame, abandonment, anger. Feelings we believed were buried long ago begin rising to the surface. At first, it can feel like spiritual failure. But what if the opposite is true? What if the return of these emotions is actually a sign that something deeper is happening within your soul? This mysterious stage is often described as the dark night of the soul, a profound spiritual crisis that strips away illusions and attachments so the soul can experience deeper union with the divine. Rather than being a punishment, it is a necessary purification process, and this is where the journey becomes unsettling. Many people begin spiritual awakening expecting peace, clarity, and enlightenment. Yet what often emerges first is everything that has remained unresolved beneath the surface. Why? Because the soul cannot heal what the personality refuses to feel. Modern psychology offers fascinating insights into this phenomenon. Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung called it shadow work. Jung believed that the parts of ourselves we reject or suppress do not disappear. Instead, they remain hidden in the unconscious mind, influencing our behaviors, relationships, and emotional reactions. According to Jung, genuine transformation requires confronting these hidden aspects rather than avoiding them. Suddenly, the dark night begins to make more sense. The emotions returning during this period are often not new emotions at all. They are old experiences seeking completion. The abandonment from childhood. The heartbreak was never fully processed. The fears hidden beneath success. The grief is buried under busyness. For years, they may have remained dormant. Then spiritual awakening removes the distractions that kept them asleep. This explains why many people report feeling emotionally overwhelmed during the dark night. What appears to be regression is often revelation. The soul is exposing what has always been there. Yet another layer exists beneath this process. Research by psychiatrist Stanislav Grof explored what he called spiritual emergencies, intense transformational experiences that can resemble psychological crises, but may actually represent profound stages of personal and spiritual growth. Grof observed that individuals undergoing deep spiritual transformation frequently encounter powerful emotional material emerging from the unconscious. In other words, the breakdown may actually be part of a breakthrough. From a spiritual perspective, the dark night is not merely about emotional healing. It is about identity. The false self begins to dissolve. The roles, masks, expectations, and stories that once defined us start losing their power. And when those structures collapse, the emotions attached to them often rise one final time. This can feel frightening because the familiar self is disappearing. But the soul sees something different. It sees space being created for authenticity. It sees the possibility of freedom from old wounds. It sees a version of you that no longer needs avoidance as a survival strategy. This is why so many spiritual traditions emphasize surrender during periods of darkness. The goal is not to suppress emotions. The goal is to witness them, understand them, and allow them to move through you. The emotions are not returning to punish you. They are returning to leave. When everything you avoided emotionally comes back during the dark night of the soul, it may feel as though your life is unraveling. Yet spiritually, something very different may be occurring. The soul is bringing hidden wounds into the light, not to keep you trapped in pain, but to free you from it. What appears to be darkness is often illumination in disguise. The emotions resurfacing are not evidence that you are moving backward. They are evidence that deeper healing has begun. And on the other side of this difficult passage lies a more authentic relationship with yourself, your purpose, and the divine presence guiding your transformation.